Welcome to the Regretful Pirates. Today's subject is Don't Buy Wild. 3 little words that sound good but speak volumes of compromise and conflicts of many interests in a prisoner exchange of innocent on death's rows. Greenwashing the sales and torture of living beings with different names from different places is more harmful than those doing the killing of all the wasted life for the dark hobby. Standing for some of the fishes while promoting the aquarium industry is the same hypocrisy that brought the environment to the brink to begin with. Placing an arbitrary value on any living creature will not only cost lives, but species and nature as the demand grows with abuse addiction. Don't buy any is the only way to save life from the cause of our cause, and how dare you partner with the enemy of our friends in the business of wasting life for fun and money. Shame on all the flopping fishes working both ends of extinction as fakes and traitors to the very fishes, corals, and inverts we signed up to protect, not sell. How can we ever help nature if the companies and people hired to save them recommend killing them? We must start with our own connections and exploitation to be true conservation. Act accordingly. Welcome to the Regretful Pirates. Today's subject is pushing fishes. Sell it to them before it dies on us, said my boss at the pet store I worked for many years ago, pushing me to start my own store, selling life to death better somehow, with the same suppliers and archaic misinformation of those who come before in the business of selling them before it dies on someone. Mixed and poisoned in giant central filtration systems, sickens most, some more can be sold next week in a replace-as-needed illusion of happy fish swimming in a box to nowhere. Sea monkey see, sea monkey do. Everyone's a keeper of a zoo, selling tickets to extinction of the very nature put on display for amusement, ego, and profit. Selling more fishes at all cost is the business model, pushing life away from nature and towards a museum of what once was free and priceless, sustainably slaughtered out of existence. Fakes, phonies, and fishes, greenwashing the innocent blood of their greedy hands, grabbing everything under the sun in the dark of a hobby to abuse a life we have no right to possess, own, or trade, to begin and end with. So let the message and fishes out of the proverbial bottle of captivity, keeping us all in the dark. Welcome to the Regretful Pirates. Today's subject is not my aquarium. I've looked into the eyes of people during a guided tour and feeding at the aquatic zoo while knowing the realities of public display life. The day starts with looking for dead fish or other wildlife that needs replaced before the doors open and the conservation show begins. Buckets of other dead sea life are prepared as rewards of enrichment and obedience of looking cool while eating for tricks. Using animals and deceiving the public while wasting wildlife is the dream job of all unwitting staff, fooled by delusions of grandeur over nature. The hypocritical oath of doing more harm than good has a drip-down inspiration teaching captivity to the aquacultured lemmings, dragging the environment off the cliff of extinction for fun and money. We are all trained from birth to have control over other silent life forms we love to see, touch, and cage, as done on TV and movies glorifying animal abuse in captivity instead of freedom to live or die out their destiny without influence. The prime directive of nature is best left to nature instead of the unqualified benefactor seeking donations and ticket sales to do more damage for the puppet's own good in the name of conservation. From hobbyist to pet store owner, collector, wholesaler, saltwater rescue center, and nonprofit World Sea Life Foundation, I've learned a true charity of conservation is about giving and letting go, not getting more to get more by breaking the laws of nature, surviving the selected according to their value to us. And as long as we keep wildlife in captivity, we are the problem, not the solution. Welcome to the Regretful Pirates. Today's subject is starving nature. Manatees are starving to death while we feed the aquarium industry's display fish tons of the very same manatee food missing. Aquarium collectors take the plant, roots and all, while manatees mow the leaves but leave the roots behind to quickly regrow more sustainably. Trillions of aquaculture conservation dollars, and the best we can do is Florida Us or Wildlife Extinction Commission feeding leftover lettuce while selling licenses to collect natural manatee food by the pound for the aquarium trade, public and private. We can make millions of Nemos and tons of money, but nature gets lettuce in the twisted conservation of self-made disasters needing fed. But feeding business, people, and wildlife bad results of proven mishistory merits a changing of guard, thought, and direction on conserving nature by not feeding aquariums and zoos or conservation scams exploiting both ends. Instead of illegally feeding the wildlife people food, don't feed the wildlife to captivity sold as conservation by the industry selling and starving them to death with now known consequences floating to the surface.